Hi guys, it's Sonelias and welcome to our... Hi guys, it's Sonelias and welcome to the good game of Baldur's Gate 3. Just launched today officially. Of course we had an early access to start off with. What we're going to do is we're going to start a new balanced game. And some of the things of course that we can actually see within here is of course the fact that we have got a pretty brand new intro to the game. Firstly, of course, we can choose the origin characters, which we couldn't do in early access. We're going to create ourselves a brand new character. I'm thinking of actually playing as a Dragonborn. It's a new race that was added to the game itself. Do I want to play female or male? I typically play male, so let's just go with male for now. And as you can see at the moment, of course, we've chosen the Dragonborn race here at the top left. We're going to click on edit the appearance, and then of course we can choose the shape of the head. I kind of like this shape here. It's a bit too broad, a bit too aggressive. Meek. This is more, yeah, I guess the one I like. Yes, we can still choose different shapes on here as well. It's got a nice crest to it. Maybe, yeah. Having on my chin a barb or two. Why not? Then, of course, we got jaws. Yeah, I can work with that. And then, of course, we can choose our skin color. Now, of course, the skin color is dependent upon the type of dragon that we've chosen. Have I chosen a type of dragon yet? No, I haven't. So if I click out of there, so I should be able to choose my racial features. You can move more than 9 meters. Okay. Ah, there we go, the background. So the moment we are a black one, we can of course choose to be... Ooh, actions, interesting. So we can actually spew acid. We can be brass, we can basically spew fire. Draconic ancestry means we got resistance to fire. We can be bronze, which is more lightning focused. I kind of like the brass here, but of course the gold has got very similar. This is more a fire breath, which is a 5 meter range. This is more like a cone, is what it looks like. Yeah, it spews a cone of fire, whereas this spews a column of fire. Others, the red one spews a cone of fire as well. So do we want to play as brass or do we want to play as gold? I'm kind of inclined to go for gold here, to be honest. Okay, so let's go back briefly to editing the appearance. I'm okay with most of these features. Does that change anything over here? A little bit, it looks like. So the type of dragon you're playing does have an impact on the features available here. I kind of like this kind of shape, but maybe I want to have these tassels at the back. That looks quite interesting, the tassels. Then of course on my chin, do I want to have some hair on there? Is that hair? It looks kind of like hair. Or like a growth. I'm not sure what it is, but let's go for the hair option. On the jaw itself, do you want to have some spikes on there? Yeah, a bit of hair and spikes together will form a nice combination. Genitals, okay. That of course comes in when you're hiding your clothing. I'm not going to go there for now. I'm just going to leave that. I'm going to click on edit again. We're basically chosen the golden dragon, and I cannot choose these bits here. It just means I've got resistance to fire damage, which is perfectly fine. I'm going to be playing as, I was thinking of a sorcerer. Because of course when you play a sorcerer, you can choose the subclass. I was thinking of the Draconic bloodline here. But when you choose the Draconic bloodline, of course you need to choose the ancestry. Now if again I choose gold, which I was earlier already. At level 6, spells that deal fire damage are more powerful and you can become resistant to fire damage. Well, I'm already partially resistant to fire damage, ain't I? I thought that was what it said here. Not here, but here. You are resistant to fire damage. Now if I press T, only half the damage is taken for certain types. Okay, that's quite interesting. So if I actually do look at the Draconic bloodline that I've chosen here, so Draconic Resilience, I get armor class 13. Now I'm not sure, is this actually what I get already for being a dragon or not? Let's have a look at that summary. Do I see anywhere else anything about the sub for the Dragonborn themselves. It just says that I'm basically getting 9-meter movement speed. Once enslaved to the dragons. Okay. So they're not dragons themselves. That we just got some of the ancestry, which is gold, which is fine. Okay, that gives me the disguise self, which can be quite useful throughout the game. So it's a level 1 illusion spell. Now I don't think that's going to cost me any of the spell slots itself, so that's good. So let's have a look at the cantrips that we got. So I'm just going to clear this out to start off with. I think the Mage Hand would be helpful. Now, like we said earlier, we're basically going to get extra damage from fire at some point or another. Light. Do I need light? Maybe I do, maybe I don't. I'm going to choose the Minor Illusion. Shocking Grasp is interesting. Acid Splash is interesting itself as well. It's 1d6. Acid Spray, though, projects a puff of noxious gas. Interesting. Should I keep that Minor Illusion or should I get rid of it? Light. Only affects one target. Infuse an object with an aura of light. Okay, well, why not? And let's choose the Acid Spray. So at least I got a bit of diversity in there. So 2 utilitarian spells, the Light and the Mage Hand. And then I got 2 damage spells in here. And of course, at level 1, I want to basically do something different here. So I want to have the Thunderclap on there. So that's basically going to give me damage of a different type yet again. Okay, so I'm basically creating my character here. I'm choosing the Thunder Wave. And what's the second one I'm going to choose? I can choose Burning Hands, of course. I could, of course, decide to go for something slightly different here. Featherfall, interesting, but as a sorcerer, you're really, really limited in the number of spells you have. And you need to be really, really careful in which ones you choose. Do I want to put people to sleep, or what do I want to do? Thunder Wave is useful because it basically pushes targets back. Ice Knife, that does a lot of damage, doesn't it? 3 up to 22. Where does it get that high a number from? It explodes and deals 2 to 12 cold damage, plus 1 to 10 piercing. Okay, so that's a pretty decent mix. That's quite powerful, actually. This does less damage, but this is... You're going to have to aim it, so on miss. Okay. Magic Missile is always a good one because it always will hit no matter what. 3d4 plus 3. Okay, let's go for that combination here. So we got Thunder Wave to push them back, and we basically got our Magic Missile to inflict damage. Is there another one that would be useful here? Grease would be a useful one. Do I see Grease here? I see Cloud Fog. I'm pretty sure Grease used to be here. Did I misread that somewhere? Oh, maybe I did. Okay, so we got our dragon ancestry here. We got our background as an acolyte at the moment. That gives us insight and religion. I don't think that's the one that we want to go for. I think sage or something like that would be interesting. That gives me arcana and history. Recognize magic, interact with enchanted items, and this is basically remember the past of the world and its people. Otherwise, we can of course go for something like noble. Gives me history and persuasion. Now, persuasion is probably one of the ones I want to have anyways, but I also want to have arcana. Let's accustomed to power and privilege. Accumulate a renown, power, and loyalty will raise your status. Okay. Criminal we could do of course charlatan, which gives me deception and gives me sleight of hand. Now deception is probably also something I would like to have, because if I disguise myself as another, that might be quite useful to have. So thus far I've basically chosen the custom character Dragonborn on here as such, and I've actually chosen of course the gold Dragonborn as the race I want to play within there, then the class sorcerer, and to be precise, a bloodline draconic bloodline sorcerer with dragon ancestry, fire for gold, because of course I was already a gold dragon here. And background, I'm choosing charlatan. Maybe I do choose noble. Let's go for noble after all. And then we can of course look at our abilities here. Now charisma is maxed out already. We basically assigned the +2 to there. Let's remove that temporarily. As you can see, we can still play with these here. I want to have my dex such that I basically get an even number there. So I get a +2. And I want to basically get my highest figure here on charisma. So skills. So arcana is 1. That's the one I just talked about already. And the deception was the other one. So persuasion we're already getting from, of course, our background. History we're getting from our background. Yeah, I think that's a good mix. So I'm ready to proceed. Now we do now need to choose our name. So let's choose Sonelias as our name, as per usual. And we need a guardian. Now in the early access, I don't think this was listed as a guardian. It was more like a person who would basically try to pull you over the line to join the dark side. At least that's how it came across to me. Why can we not choose a Dragonborn here? Is that on purpose? Or is that maybe an oversight? I'm not sure. Oh, one of the things. Did I look at the body itself for the rest? I did look at some of them, but not at everything. So we didn't actually choose any piercings. There's a heck of a lot of stuff that we can actually do on here. So we got flaming blue eyes. I kind of like that. That is quite characteristic, I think. Makeup colors. Red. Yellow. Blue. Okay. Lip tint. Yeah, let's not go there too much. But when we're choosing this, I don't see any effect of that at all. Okay, that's fine for now. What else can we do in here? That's pretty much it. We could chosen cold as being the color already. That's basically quite strong gold. We can choose different tints of that, but I'm quite happy with the current one. Now we chose not to have a tail at the moment. I can of course choose to have a tail. So tailless, or you have a tail. Do I want to have a tail? I probably want to go tailless. So Sonelias is the character we've chosen. We basically chose here. Let's choose the tiefling as our guardian. I can work with that. And let's venture forth. Now, to be honest, I don't want to visit all of these intermission videos. And I'm probably going to skip through a lot of the chat itself as well. So, yeah, if you do see any of that happening, just don't worry. I will, of course, skip through a lot of that for a good reason, because I don't want to waste your time. Anyways, we're starting off the game, and it looks like our pod has opened. Cool. We're getting out. Now, first thing, of course, we will be doing is we're going to explore this space around us somewhat. We're going to try to figure out what it is that we basically can see around us. There happens to be a mind flayer, a dead mind flayer, luckily. It's got an onyx on him. Let's have a look at what we can find up here. A chest. There's a journal. We basically need to find our way off the Nautiloid. We've been abducted by mind flayers and infected by some kind of parasite. We need to find our way off of the ship.
If not over, then through.
Okay, we hurt ourselves a little bit. Nothing major. And luckily there's that healing station there.
Better.
Okay. There are other pods to be found here. Okay, I'd hoped to be able to do this differently, but okay.
Not everyone made it out alive. Someone else got out. Might be other survivors.
Okay, so it looks like the ship itself was substantially damaged here. I'm basically looking for whatever chests and so forth I can find here.
Lucky I made it out.
We do find an onyx here, luckily. Plus, we find a rune slate here.
Visions project into your mind. A nautiloid hurtling through the plains, resplendent with psionic energy.
Lovely. And there is another chest here. Just gets us a little bit of money. We did not suffer any damage, so that's great. We're jumping our way through a couple of these here.
Images of goblins, their habits and histories flash into your mind.
We are here.
Really? Where? I don't know where here is, but okay, that's fine.
A schematic of a nautiloid flashes into your mind.
Okay.
Nerves, sinews, as much living being as ship.
I can pick it up, but I cannot read it. Interesting. There's a lot more of these than actually there were in the early access, which in itself is interesting. So let's make our way upstairs. Now there is the quick save option, which is the F5 key, which is in a couple of other games as well that you'll come across that.
We are here.
Yes, you can say we are here, but I'm not going there. Anyways, let's carry on looking around at what we can find over here. Oh, maybe I will have a discussion with you.
The exposed brain
Okay,
quivers in
perception was successful.
Please. Before they return. A new bird.
You know
Okay.
no creature like this.
Arcana
One
failed,
that is
which is a
more
bit of a pity.
brain than person.
The enemy. So many. Remove us from this
Alright, let's investigate this first. There's of course a good chance this will fail, but luckily it passes +1 because of our intelligence.
You notice edema, a swelling of
Okay.
the brain causing pressure where it strains against the shell of the skull.
Let's do a dex check. There is, like I said earlier, a chance it will fail, and unfortunately it does fail. Which is unfortunate. Because once you have a failed attempt like that,
The
you're
brain
kind of,
won't budge.
yeah, screwed. The only thing you can do at that point is basically destroy it. Otherwise there's naught you can do.
Odd.
There's brain jars here aplenty. I'm looking for chests. Are there more chests or anything else up here? Doesn't look like it really. Now in early access we did have some chests here. There's nothing up there. So we're just going to make our way out here. This seems to have changed because there used to be a gap over here you had to jump over, and then ultimately you ended up down there. Whereas now once the game has been launched, like you see here, we're having to enter into the midst of the ship a lot earlier on than we actually did earlier. Or in early access, I should say. Oh, lovely.
abomination. This is your end.
Really?
Your head throbs.
You're no troll. Yes, I know.
Vlaakith blesses me this day. First, we exterminate thee. We will address the matter of a cure for this infection.
Okay. A wee bit of an update there. Okay. They were devouring whatever it was there. That looks quite gruesome. So we basically are in our first fight, it looks like now. So each of these got a health of 6. This is a level 1 spell. Okay, I cannot move them around at the moment. Let's purely look at the cantrips that we got here. Let's for now just look at the acid spray. So really, that didn't do anything? Really? Oh, wow. But if I look at myself, I got armor class 15 here already, which is great. I got my various different skills here, that's quite clearly listed. And my hit points and so forth listed here. plus. I got a keychain, I've got a alchemy pouch, and I've got a camp supply sack.
Swift and lethal.
Alright, let's go and do the rush attack. Off balance, but still alive. Lovely. I get a firebolt thrown at me. Well, in reality, firebolts, not really the biggest issue for me, I would say. Oh, okay. I thought it was an acid spray. It's a poison spray instead. Huh, my bad.
I am fury. I am death.
Let's assume I can jump into the midst of that. And of course you miss, which is fine. You throw a firebolt at me, okay. How utterly lovely.
Victory awaits.
At least I took it away from my sorcerer. Nice. Can I reorganize these now? So let's have a look at what I can do here.
Now, to the helm.
It's locked, that's why. So these are my... Basically want to have all my level 1 or my cantrips at the same level. That's a level 1. But I don't think that costs me a level 1 spell slot, to be honest. Again, that's a cantrip. These are my level 1s. Or do I want to basically do it differently? Let's put that... These are utilities. And let's then put my level 1 spells just straight after. And again, lock it with the full complement of things in hand. Alright, let's start, of course, by picking up various different items here. Another mind flare. You can equip equipment from inventory by double-clicking or dragging. Okay, that's fine.
What's hiding here? Moving in.
I don't see anything useful here, to be honest. That, of course, doesn't necessarily mean that there is nothing. It just means I don't see them. A dead thrall. Okay. More money. Great. I kind of like getting a bit of money. Never hurts. And of course we can heal ourselves at the healing station here before we carry on.
Ship won't be able to take another dragon attack. We need to get out before it's too late.
Another thrall here. More money. Let's climb up. Now, to be honest, in the early access there was an element of climbing involved.
Hands on everything.
It looks like what was the original entrance to here in the early access was through there, and that's now changed into the current path we got in front of us. Now, I'm just wondering, is there different paths you get, depends on the class you play? Not sure.
Touch nothing without knowing its
Arcana failed. Interesting. Why does it fail so often? Okay.
She made them hostile.
Really? Acid splash.
Taste my fury.
And I miss. With the 80% chance, I still miss. How lovely. And you hit me for 1 point of damage. And then you hit him. Great. Okay. Nope. My athletics was successful, but I didn't manage to push him over. How utterly lovely. Again, I miss at 80% chance. How unfortunate. 3. Wow. He had 8 hit points. Interesting. Crikey. Well, let's make sure we help him.
I crave blood.
Okay.
Not as bad as it could have.
Ooh, a ring. Okay, let's heal up first. Yes, you're crying out for a rescue.
Brain in a jar.
There's a backpack there. Not too much in there, but can we actually pick up the backpack? Yes, we can. Oh yes, I can throw it, isn't it? Okay. So if I were to aim for that...
Oh, action, not reaction. Without delay.
Still alive, so that's progress.
Okay. How much of a walk can he do?
Eager for battle. Quickly then.
Never believe this. Should line my step.
Okay. Environmental turn, okay. Well, let's switch out of there.
Consider me intrigued.
Let's switch over to the rush attack. Nice.
I am death.
Sweet. Okay. We got our extra bits here already. There's a thrall here that's got the key that we need. Marvelous. What else do we come across here? We got a mind flayer pod. Now I know that in early access we could actually kill the infected one in there.
I hear something. Voices.
I hear nothing of the sort.
Slave mind. How lovely. Look at all these pods here.
Brain. A rune.
Okay. I can read that one.
Images appear in your mind. A brain, a Githyanki warrior, and centuries of darkness. A schematic of an Nautiloid flashes into your mind.
Okay, camp.
Nerves, sinews, as much living being as ship.
The interesting thing here, of course, is I can basically add specific bits to here. Now I don't need to add the keys to here. I think this one would be quite handy to have on there. But let's not add it as the last one. So let's give it a bit of space like that. And if I then lock it, I can actually open it. But for example, these things like here, those agates and those onyxes and so forth in there, that would be quite useful. Bronze ring, again, that's something valuable. Weapons, I don't necessarily have a lot of stuff I need to do with that. Now we do have a void bomb here as well as, if I'm not mistaken. Sort of void bomb, and where's the other one? Did we have anything else? I don't. Oh, okay. I thought there was, but no, apparently there's not. Cool. So we basically emptied that. Let's push the button, see what it does.
As you place your hand on the pod,
A presence connects to the pod, commanding the person inside to change. How absolutely lovely.
commanding the person inside.
Thank you.
Change.
Appreciate that. Abij? Abij? Is that how you pronounce it? Sorry if I mispronounced that. Thank you for joining me on the channel. Look at that conversion. And there we go. It fully converted and
Change her.
gosh.
Changed at the pull of a lever. How? If we are not purified, this may be our fate.
That is interesting.
Before it's our turn.
Yes, let's most definitely get out of here.
The newborn mind flayer stares at you,
Weak and dazed. Well, that looks pretty horrendous. Let's make sure we don't end up in that same state ourselves. Now, we do have a chance of picking up a second companion here, and I do most definitely intend to do that. But before I do that, let's first open up the reliquary. Ooh, we used the golden key, so that's indicated on there. That's great. Do we lose the key when we use it? That's a good question. I'm not sure. Let's open that up. No, we actually retain it. So that's probably why we basically got ultimately the keychain, which we didn't actually have in early access. Was there anything else in there? Did I loot everything already? I did. So let's see. What can we do? We can, of course, have a conversation with her.
We have no time for stragglers.
Now, I know that she doesn't like the race that she represents. Difficulty class 7. Luckily, we got Arcana and Intelligence, so that brings us to 9. Difficulty class 7. That wasn't too difficult to win.
Are you satisfied? We need to go.
Okay.
Good. Hurry.
Thank you. I'll try that.
The console appears dormant.
Okay, so we're going to use our sorcery skills.
But what is its purpose? Will it free the captive or transform her like that other unfortunate?
Take a closer look at it. Yes, sweet. Why not? Difficulty class 10. We got, of course, our boosters here, and it takes us easily to 16, as you can see.
The pulsing glow and this device is different from the one that caused the other captive to transform. Perhaps it will open the
Okay,
nearby.
so let's place our hand on it and pray that she doesn't convert into another mind flayer.
Hideous squirming in your head. The parasite. Then discomfort fades, and another sensation washes over you.
Okay, let's use our illicit. Difficulty class 2. I'm pretty sure in early access it was difficulty class 0, but which, well, the fact that it's now 2 does actually say there is a chance of failure, where in early access there wasn't, because difficulty class 0, it's kind of like hard to get that. I feel sated. Interesting. Let's see how she comes out. She just plunges out of there.
At last. Thought I was done for.
Yep, and you are not. You're alive.
I thought that damn thing was going to be my coffin.
Your mind lurches.
You're very
into her
welcome.
thoughts. Her gratitude is mixed with worry.
You keep dangerous company.
Why?
More that Gith have a problem with everyone else. But there's more important matters right now.
Okay.
Survival. Let me come with you. We can get off this ship and watch each other's backs along the way.
Sure.
Shadow her. It's nothing.
Enough of this chatter.
Okay.
She's right.
Lead on. So she gains 65 XP because that's the XP we gained ourselves thus far. Just kind of a bit of a catch up for her. Now we don't need to get any extra XP at this point, so that's all fine. We're going to make our way through the portal. Is there anything interesting here that's changed compared to early access?
Flare horticulture.
Nope. We can still do the restore. I don't think that actually restores anything related to our spells.
We're nearing the helm. Once inside, do as I say.
Really?
Who put you in charge? I'll trust my own judgment.
Cane yank.
Okay. I'm just going to do a quick save. Actually, I can do a full save. Why not? Just in case anything happens. So we're going to do a new save. We're basically escaping an autoloid. Alright. So we should now be in the chamber where we see these demons fighting the mind flayers. Lovely, eating their brain or whatever it is you're doing there. And then, like before in early access, they're being attacked by these imps. Utterly lovely, and then we still got that mind flayer.
Connect the nerves of the transponder. We must escape. Now.
Do it. We will deal with the gate after we escape.
Okay. Interesting. It looked like he wasn't actually fighting an enemy just a second ago. It looked like he was just on his own, which would have been fine. Look at the amount of health he's still got. So Commander Zulk, if we can knock him down somehow, that would be really, really helpful, because he's got a pretty awesome weapon that we can actually wield ourselves.
Bleed for me.
Let's see what we can do.
Where do I go from here?
Alright, let's see what we can do. Ba-ba-bum. Now this is the only character that we can actually leverage to pick up items from creatures here.
I will ascend.
So let's just use our rush attack on him here. And he is dead, which is exactly what we were hoping for. Now we can leverage these if we're careful enough. We can actually make these explode. Do I want to position myself there? Probably. We do have second wind as an option for this Githyanki. Can we push him in the meantime? No. Saved from a mind blast. How lovely. Keep on throwing fairy bolts or something like that at me. Not of course at my companions, but at me, that wouldn't be an issue as much. And we miss. How do we manage to miss? Okay.
Got to press on.
Nothing will stand in my way.
How much am I carrying? I'm still within weight capacity, so that's fine. Death Thralls. I can't reach it. But, of course, I can still cast my spell here. Not a massive amount of damage, but any little bit helps, I would say.
I will ascend.
Can I do another rush attack? No, I cannot. Can I hit him somehow? A miss. How unfortunate.
Taking position.
Okay.
Connect the transponder.
Fury Bolt. Well, you missed. Thank you very much. You missed with your ranged attack here as well. Critical miss.
We must take the transponder.
That's healing word. That's a bonus action, so that's fine.
Take two.
Wow, +4. And really is that's gonna break the bank.
I can't even catch my breath.
Okie dokie. So I could equip. It's an action to equip, I guess. I guess that's what it says. 2 to 16. 6 to 15.
What's in here?
Nice. That's one less of these critters. And I guess that's a bit of a bug. Oh, can I throw something like that? No, that requires a full action.
I am death. My path be true.
Okay, that's again a dead one. Switching back to our other weapon. Nice.
It's now or never.
Inflict wounds. Ooh. How many's he got? He's got tons. An absolute tons, really. High defense. Shield of Faith.
Let's do this.
Critical hit. He took half damage, really? Let's examine him. So what's his AC? Armor class 18. Well, no wonder. He's a fiend. Movement speed is 0. Interesting. Movement speed 0. Is that because he's flying? Or I guess in this particular case he just cannot move from that particular spot.
Blood comes easy these days. Oh, no traps, please.
Ah, a bloodstone. Why not? Ooh, yes, I can throw, of course, this. Okay. Nothing else I can do. If I flank him now like this. Bleeding caused. Lovely. He'll be bleeding for 2 turns, it looks like. Blesser. Okay. Miss. I'm kind of out of spell slot, so that kind of makes sense. What kind of bonus actions could I take? That's pretty much it.
No.
Are there other critters here? I don't see other critters here, to be honest. There are other critters. Lovely. Why did I do that? I wanted to throw it, and I accidentally consumed it myself, which doesn't really help. So I throw. Okay, well that's not going to do the trick. Okay, and I healed myself whilst I didn't need it, which is of course absolutely amazing. Yeah, I don't think we're going to knock him down. If we were able to knock him down, we'd be able to get some amazing gear from him. Can I disengage? I can try.
Have to keep going.
Okay.
No choice but to keep going.
What do you mean you cannot reach it? Why can I not reach it? Throw. So we threw that. Okay, perfect.
To strike.
I can disengage as well, it looks like. Let's try to see how close I can
Taking
get.
position.
Okay, tentacle lash. Interesting. You do an attack. It's kind of like a bull rush almost. A dash you're doing. Like you're flying, but okay, you're dashing. Okay, there's 2 more coming in. That's from deeper down.
Closer.
Throw their death in the sticks.
Okay. Okay, you made the save, which is fine.
Well, so much for peace. Anything of use?
Okay, I haven't got enough movement points for that. Which of course is fun.
Victory awaits.
Cool. Let's shove him out of the way.
Make way.
Here's casting a fairy bolt. Lovely. Okay, so it's just outside of that chamber. Then he comes into the... Is that the same chamber? Maybe. Yes, it is. And you just killed that mind flayer, and of course that puts me in a position where I'm a bit compromised.
On the move.
Okie dokie.
I won't give in.
I can disengage, I guess.
Another step forward.
Victory awaits.
Okie dokie. If I put myself in a position to try to stop him.
Path be true.
Yes, there was an opportunity attack. I'm aware that would happen. Can I push this guy again? I can. Okay. Ooh, you hit me, but didn't I actually get a... Shouldn't I have gotten damage reduction or something like that? Critical miss. How do you get a critical miss on that?
Let me strike true.
Really?
Heading there.
Still on my feet.
Wow. Now I still can cast something. Let's cast the fireball at him. I managed to kill him, which is okay. In terms of XP, I'm not really where I wanted to be in terms of experience. I kind of hope to be able to kill that lovely Commander's Ulk, but it looks like I'm not able to.
Swift and lethal.
So what could I do?
No time to waste.
Disengage and get further away from them. Oh, he's actually flying. How lovely. And I go down with that character. And I go down with that character. And then I go down with that character. That's brilliant, isn't it? Well, good thing I did a save before I actually went in there, but golly. Gee. Okay. Not exactly ideal, but okay. Let's try this once again. Maybe we need to basically have someone else leading the way. We went through this already, so we're not going to go through that again.
This thing's falling fast. Got to right it.
Let's see if we can knock them down. Okay, one down, which is great. We can of course advance even further. Now we are here with the Githyanki. We're going to do our rush attack. Still alive. Not sure how you managed that, but you are still alive. And you do manage to damage me as well. Interesting. Leather armor and a short sword. That's always welcome. Okay, so what can I do at this point? I can of course throw a firebolt at him and I can miss with that. Which is of course mystical. Amazing. He made the save. How do you manage to make the save on that? Bonus action, I do need to put some healing on him. Perfect. Took him down.
Time to strike.
Okay, so we can pick stuff up with the X.
No time to waste.
Marvelous.
Survival is all that matters. Time for some bloody work.
No, don't hit it. It's too heavy to throw. How lovely. Okay, so what we can of course do in the meantime is
Leave him to me.
19. That's better.
Ignore the devil. We must take the transponder. Take your
Okay, 5.
to strike. Let my name be known.
Not enough time. Okay,
I wonder if this
that
work.
can happen.
Something good here, I hope.
Two damage. Ooh. Well, of course it's a ranged one and it's not quite the same as what we saw earlier. You miss as well, which is great.
It's now or never.
Hold on. Oh, okay. Saved against the sacred flame. How lovely.
On my way. Fury.
Lovely.
On the move.
Nothing important is ever easy. Have to keep going.
Okay, the Mind Flayer bodies do seem to have some interesting loot on them, which is good. Nice. Resistance, okay. Guidance, no. There's not a heck of a lot of stuff we can do here in reality, is there? Why we got the firebolt down here instead of on the spell section? Okay, that's cool.
On I go. Time to strike.
Perfect, took him down.
On the move.
Another fight. Let's go.
Nothing there. What's on the Mind Flayer? Again, there's some kind of crystal of sorts. 9 points of damage. I know it's not amazing, but every wee bit helps. They're more equal now. Or at least more equal than they had been before. Nice. 2 damage.
Take this, or Saria will have your head.
My turn. 30% chance. Ooh. He actually made a save of it against the concussive cast. Did that make a massive difference? I don't think so, but yeah, you never know.
I will ascend.
Sweet.
My path be true.
Time to push my luck
Okie
together.
dokie. She's down. He's down. Intellect Devourer. Okay, a Cambion.
Feel my way.
Mind Flayer. Lesser Hellhound. Hold on, what have we got up here? Anything interesting? Sorry, is that a chest? No, it says shell. Another bulb. Okay, it's nothing really interesting then, it looks like. Mind Blast.
Come a little closer.
Okay. Reach the transponder before the Nautilus crashes. So we got 9 turns remaining is what it clearly says now. I don't remember having seen a countdown like that in the early access. Okay, so what can we do here? You got made a save against it, so I actually would have hit, but yeah, you failed on that regards. Can I show him again, possibly? Yes.
Swift and lethal.
I can lacerate him, maybe.
This is your end.
Bleeding. How lovely.
Come on. Can't stay idle.
Can I cast that at him from here?
Death won't take me yet.
It's not a massive one, but yeah, every little bit helps. He misses. These two come in. Okay, let them come in. Again, I can shove him. Doesn't do much, as you can see. 3 damage. Whoa. That's not really going to change the world, is it? Six damage. Okay.
The only way out is through.
Critical hit. That is pretty nice. 17. Okay. 32 left. Critical miss. Who are you going to attack? Are you going to attack the Mind Flayer? What are you going to do? Okay. Cool. Oh, really? Mysterious liquid. I had rather hoped I would be able to do something else, but apparently not. So, let's go on to our main character here.
Swift as my feet can carry me.
Miss, perfect. One is down. The other is down as well. No, it's not down. Interesting that this is a cantrip.
Never a dull moment.
Here we go.
The helm's alien transponder. You've made it.
Okay. So we're basically gonna crash the ship, or at least steer the ship towards a relatively safe landing instead of basically what we would have had otherwise, a proper crash. Time for a drink. We're not going to go through all the cinematics. We're basically landed here on the beach. Now, the thing to remember, of course, is that one of my companions did not die. Yes, they were unconscious. Let's first focus on where we are.
You'll need to do it quickly. The tadpole is a death sentence.
Okay, find a cure. There are shells here, so we can find different bits and bobs on the beach. It's not always as obvious to find some of the stuff that's lying around here.
Open up.
Alright, that's our companion.
You're alive.
Uh,
Alive. How? I
okay,
remember the ship. No. First things first. We need supply.
okay.
Might have escaped, but we still have these little monsters in our heads. You might want to reconsider calling
Okay.
her a friend.
Hmm,
Look, we need each other.
correct,
and
we need
both
each other
know what's at
indeed.
stake. Can't think of better company. One thing, just before we go,
You're more than welcome.
I wanted to thank you again for freeing me. It would have been all too easy for you to run right past my pod, but you didn't. I'll remember that.
Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you. So, we can both level up now, which is great. I will firstly... Well, let's level up. Doesn't hurt. Actually gives me additional hit points and so forth. So we become level 2. Health is increased by 9. Did I see that correctly? By 9? Class features. Spell slot 1 level unlocked. We get 2 sorcery points. We can create sorcery points by surrendering the spell slots, or we can create spell slots. We gain a spell and we can choose what spell that should be. Now remember that we basically, of course, had the ability, sorry, not the ability, basically, but our fire spells would basically become more powerful with time. Now, mage armor, for our current race, that's entirely not suitable. Burning Hands, interesting one, but I think sleep would be better suited to what we're doing at the moment. Class passives. We can basically twin a spell. We can extend a spell that basically makes it last longer. We can increase the distance, or we can be careful. Careful, I think, is a good one to have. And I think twinned is also a good one to have. We can replace a spell, so we can actually say which one goes out, which one comes in. I'm good for the moment, to be honest. So we will accept this. So we went, but did I have 7 points originally? Oh, okay. So it is kind of random. So we probably will see that this doesn't go up by 10. As you can see, it's a random number. What if I cancel that and basically do the upgrade again? Does that number change? No, it's still 17. So it is kind of, I guess it did the roll beforehand, and we just go through the final stages here. We can, of course, change what spells we got prepared. Inflict wounds. Forget about that one. Shield of Faith, interesting. I think Bless should be one of the ones you should always have on you. Guiding Bolt, not entirely sure about that one. Command, yeah, okay. Shield of Faith we got. Healing Word and Cure Wounds. Okay, I can work with that. Now, one thing to remember now, not that one, I'm going to use this one here. So look at my inventory. We basically got here a chain shirt. I did pick up some other armor here, didn't I? A leather armor, which is not going to be of use to her. I can change my robes for something else. It's got no impact on basically us at all. What I can, of course, do, I can actually send these on to camp, isn't it? Yes. Now for the crossbow, I might want to basically equip one at the very least. We're going to send these to camp here. I don't want to have to carry all of this around unless I really, really need it. Of course, we did here earlier with our main character. Open an extra bag. We can put, of course, all these stones and so forth into there. Peridot. The clamshell, yeah, why not? I'm not sure why our money didn't go in there straight away. That would have been interesting, useful. So we got 2 mines. We got the Dark Mine and the Slave Mine. I'm not sure why we... I remember from early access there was a third one. I'm not quite sure why we don't see that third one being utilized here at all. Another onyx. So again, why doesn't it stack automatically? Okay. Do I need to rearrange anything here? A little bit, not massively, but okay. Cool. There's a wooden barrel here. And there's a hand drum in there, interesting. I'm not proficient with it, but okay. Nice, a hat. I can wear a hat, of course. Huh. Looks interesting. Murgrass. Suspension of Murgrass. Okay, we automatically get these receipts, it looks like. Well, not recipes, I should say. Not receipts. Recipes.
settlement nearby.
Books, I can read them. Lovely. Okay, food, camp supplies. Now when we got camp supplies here, why are we carrying it with us, to be honest? I'm not sure. Interesting. Okay. Leave your boat and meet me at the hill overlooking the old bridge. Bring whatever you can carry. The hill overlooking the old bridge. Okay, let's take it with us for now. Belladonna, how lovely. It looks like once we basically pick up resources for crafting, we automatically get the recipes for them. Okay. An ancient door.
We get that open easily. Maybe there's another entrance.
I'm sure there is another entrance. We just need to find it. So these are like waypoints which allows us to teleport between locations. Okay, so we are a noble here, and we basically know of the other two exactly what kind of things would inspire them. More belladonna.
One day I'll catch a break.
Let's go back here, to be honest. I don't necessarily want to go in there straight away. I want to go on this path here. Or is that where we came from? It is where we came from, isn't it? So is there another path that we can potentially take here? There's another wooden barrel. Okay, as you can see, there's a couple of enemies here. Which for the moment, I just want to let them all be. We're just going to do this sneakily.
Open up.
I'm going to try to stay out of the visible range of these. You can kind of see that red area there that indicates where they can or cannot see. Let's toggle the hide off.
More of those wretched things. These boots have seen everything.
Let's make our way up here. Because we got high ground, we do have an advantage. There is a couple of them, it looks like. If I was able to get them towards there, that would have been really useful, but at the moment that doesn't seem to be the case. Hold on. Sorry, is that a single target? I thought it was a number of targets within a range originally. That's why I picked that spell, but if they change the spell now, that doesn't really help, does it? Probably should have twinned that spell. I've got the points for it.
Concentrate.
Lovely, one less. Interesting. Could I have jumped up there and basically picked up... Ooh, there's actually a chest. So maybe I can jump to get up there that way. Dash, 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 dash. Okay. And you can make your way up there as well, which is fine. You claw me. How lovely. Look at that. Did I kill both or just one of them? Just one of them. Huh.
Talk to me. You fight well.
There we go.
Perhaps our survival isn't such a distant prospect.
Well, maybe it's not. But I do require a bit of a healing. 4 to 7. I'm down by 6 points, so 5 will do. Yeah, most definitely will do.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
Is there anything useful up here at all? Maybe not. Okay.
What's inside?
A mind flayer, and there's a potion of speed on there. Interesting.
All right then.
Another chest. Another dead mind flayer. How lovely. Intellect devourers. Wow, it's an alchemical component. Okay. Ashes of balsam. Lovely. Okay. Really? Did you hurt yourself whilst jumping? Why did you manage? How did you manage to do that? I would love to figure that out. I'm not quite happy with that hat on my face here. Let's just take it off. It doesn't really add anything, does it? So if I look at the hat, it's just a brimming hat. Never going to be found. Yeah, okay, whatever. Another intellect devourer body here. There's nothing to be taken, unfortunately. Another clamshell here. Now, it would have been great if it auto-stacked those items, like I said earlier. Thus far, most of the stuff here on the beach is relatively similar to what we saw earlier. Let's examine that. It is... Okay, so this basically gives me an indication of what it's resistant to and what it's not resistant to. Necrotic resistance. Okay, bludgeoning. It doesn't say anything about fire. No, it doesn't, does it? Lovely. That's one way of doing it. Okay. Always lovely to explore this kind of stuff here. That looks interesting as well.
Hurry! I've got one of those there, in the grass. You can kill it, can't you? Like you killed the others? There.
How lovely. Perception failed.
And you. Keep.
I need him alive. Stoke.
Promise. Now, I saw you on the ship, didn't I? Splendid. And now you're going to tell me exactly what you and those tentacle freaks did to me. I'm not here.
Your mind twists. You try to hold the memory, but it...
Lovely.
What was that? What's going on?
Wow. 25. There we go. Critical success.
Damn it! I saw into your mind. And to think. I
Okay.
was ready to decorate the ground with your innards. A kindred. My name's Astarion. I
Okay.
was in Baldur's Gate when those beasts snatched me. Is that so? So, do you know anything about these worms?
Mm-hmm.
Turn us into... Although
Lovely.
it hasn't happened yet. If we can find an expert, someone that can control these things, you know, and you seem all right.
Okay, level up. Perfect. Now, what have we got? Ah, that's where the pod that it came out of. That's quite different compared to what we had in the early access.
I should speak up.
I know I don't have animal handling at all, so this is like... Yeah, I failed. Thank you. Bang. Lovely. And it disappears.
Keep your distance, darling.
So we're playing as a rogue here. 10 to 17. Okay, so we basically got our disengage, dash, and hide. Okay. I think they did that slightly different in early access in terms of how you got your points, your hit points. I think it was just the max always, whereas here it seems to be slightly different. Here you got a random roll. Should we try to get down there? Maybe we should.
Deep grooves in the mud around that rock.
Okay. Too heavy. Can I shove it? Too heavy. Let's try it with her. Can I do... What can I do with the rock? I cannot throw it. It's too heavy.
All right. What now?
Interesting.
Have to keep going.
What's next, I wonder?
So she's the strongest one of the lot, it looks like. Okay, we need to do something with it. I just don't know what.
No time to rest.
Okay, that doesn't help.
First step is the hardest.
So can we mark it on the map as something we need to come back to? Yes. Let's move the rock. Let's put that there. So that's still something for us to come back to.
Never wanted the easy path.
Alright. I can disguise myself, of course, as a tiefling. Interesting. A gnome. Dragonborn. How does this work? Ah, there. Masculine. A strong drow or a... Oh, okay, interesting. That can be quite useful. Looking like a drow all of a sudden. Lovely.
A mind flayer. It's hurt.
That thing's bound to be dangerous, even if injured. Best be careful.
Well, let's see what we can do with him.
Approach. You could end its life. Compassion. Compassion. Yes, you feel you should be whipped. It's possessing, but then the feeling slips. The creature's mind seems to focus. The monster lies exhausted, defeated. It's up.
Let's just kill it like we just did. Perfect.
Stuff. Death is too good for it.
Anything useful to be found in here? I don't think so, to be honest. There is an exit out of here. I do hear some kind of critter here. Oh, there's gobos here. Goblins.
What's hiding here?
There's goblins over there. Worth checking for supplies, maybe.
Ah, supply pack. Lovely.
Here we go. What's going on with that room?
Approach the sigil on
Okay.
Magic glitters and swirls from it erratically.
A hand.
A hand? Anyone? Just your average traveler stuck between realms. Pull me out, and we'll get properly introduced. Ow! I should have clarified.
Alright, luckily it's a relatively low number.
Anyone?
And luckily we roll relatively high because of course we got a negative modifier from our low strength. Alright, that we succeeded in.
That's it.
There we go.
Hello. I'm Gale of Waterdeep.
Nice to meet you, Gale.
Usually better at this.
Mm-hmm.
At magic. Say, don't I? In a manner of speaking. You were on the North Lloyd as well. I don't know what transpired exactly, but I was plummeting to certain death. I spied a
Okay.
glimmer quite near where recognizing this glimmer to be magical in nature, I reached out to it with a weaving of words and found myself on the other side, as it were. How about you?
Wow.
How did you survive the fall? That vast swashbuck back on the ship, you too were on the receiving end of a rather unwelcome insertion in the insert. It's a process known as ceramorphosis.
Oh, lovely.
You seem to know enough about our condition to realize it's beyond most clerics' skills.
Most, no doubt. We're most certainly going to need a healer, and soon too. But before you think you're about to embark on an act of foresighted kindness, I assure you.
Okay. Lovely. Now, how far away from next level am I? Let's have a look at this for the entire party. So, level progression. Where do I see that? Interestingly enough, hit points I see, proficiency points. I'm Loth Sworn all of a sudden. Interesting. get all these abilities or tags from... And now I'm female. Okay, let's have a look at it again. Character sheets. Baldurian, Dragonborn humanoid. Lovely. He's also Baldurian, or at least Baldurian here, Baldurian there. Human. There's no Baldurian here. Interesting. So what is he? Notable features. So background here. We don't have the background of him yet. As same goes for Astarion. We don't see that as of yet. I'm pretty sure that will become available at some point. It's just not there yet. So let's just level up that character now. Subclass chosen. Okay, so we don't get to choose it. It's basically auto chosen. Okay. We gain level 2 spells. Hold on. I missed something. Level up. Was it level 2? Okay. Oh, gain 2 spells. It's not level 2. We just gain 2 spells. Familiar. Interesting to have. I think Featherfall might be an interesting one to have as well. Magic Missile. There's various different ones we can pick up here. Ray of Sickness would be interesting as well. Prepared spells. We have Grease here already. We've got Thunderbolt. We've got Sleep. We got Witch Bolt. And we got Mage Armor. I'm going to remove Thunderbolt. I'm going to add here... Should I add Featherfall? Yeah, why not? Lovely. Gale. Our wizard.
Never a dull moment. Light on my feet.
Rogue's Morsel. Salt of Rogue's Morsel. Interesting. What have we got here?
Broken. Must have been here a while.
Smashed cage.
Another broken trap. Who made these things?
Okay.
Best be on my way.
The range is relatively short, as you can see, which doesn't help us. What is the health of these? They're both level 2, as you can see. Ah, that's why it says that.
You think it's dangerous?
Of course it's dangerous. One of them carved up Zoru's whole squad.
So let's leave it.
And let the goblins have it? No. We take it to the grove.
Cool. Why do you free your own opponent there? Isn't that kind of counterintuitive? Oh well. Interesting. Oh, he stopped sleeping. Okay, what are we going to cast? Do I want to cast something? I think I've already used that up, to be honest.
Time to press ahead.
Ah, why are they linked? Interesting. Didn't she have to make a save against Greece? Maybe she did, but maybe she didn't.
Onward.
Don't go through Greece. Off balance, how lovely. So, let's do the sacred flame thing here. Okay. I don't have an advantage against them. Okay. Understandable. How lovely. You pushed me away as well.
What fools these mortals be.
Lovely. If he's been standing in water, that would have done an entirely different thing. Gaping wound, really. Crikey. My turn.
Make it hurt. Where do we go from here?
Okay, so these are all now at the same level, it seems like.
Can't slow down.
Gone with the weave.
What are we going to do? Can I cast yet another one? End the day. You've replenished resources are dwindling. Take a long rest to restore your hit points and other resources. Short rest. Take a short rest to recover half your hit points. Okay.
They must have carried something useful.
The tadpole hasn't yet scrambled, but the longer we wait, my people
Careful. She obviously sees your kindness as weakness. Don't let it.
It is Githyanki protocol is clear.
Okay.
When infected with a gate, you are full up. Dismiss your weak.
Very well. But heed my words.
The horned ones mentioned.
A crash must be. I will be at your.
Alright, what do we got here? So let's actually have a look at the inventory for everyone again. Padded armor. Okay, interesting. Which is pretty much the same as the leather armor that we see here. Dexterity saving, that would be potentially useful. Let's send some stuff to camp here. So camp is like an overflow capacity for us to basically store stuff. This of course goes to Asterion, he needs that kind of stuff. Thieving tools, and they actually stack luckily, which is good. I'm going to basically expand that slightly, I was thinking. Okay, we don't necessarily need all of this here. All of these can potentially go into there. I don't know what to do with them otherwise. Got so many of them by now. I'm assuming they got some kind of value. Another copper band. Another silver locket. That can as well go to camp straight away. Let's send these slave mines to camp because again, I don't necessarily need them here. Okay. And then we should be able to sort stuff as well. Hold on, let's go back here. Can I sort them now? Yes, there's a sort option. Sort them by type, so at least they're all nicely together. Now if I now look back here, I still have armor here that I don't need. In reality, I can probably just send that to camp again. And of course I got more gold in the meantime, which I can just add into the pile there. This goes to our friend there. Perfect. Okay, there's a dragon egg. Okay, I can probably do with a short rest like the game was suggesting earlier already. Now that doesn't replenish my spell slots as you can see, which is a bit of a pity.
And yet another. Hardly the warmest of welcomes. Not much use anymore.
Nope.
I hear shouting up ahead.
We should check it out, but be careful.
I'm going to steer clear of that for just the moment. Because I think I can do something with that, but I want to avoid that just for now. Okay, we're not going to go down this path. We're going to go back up here in reality. It's nice to basically see all that scorching and such being retained here. So the one thing they've changed here, they actually changed the working of the sleep spell. It used to just be an area that they basically did, and it kind of did stuff randomly in there. If I pick up her, if I do bless, how long is the bless for? 10 turns. Bless of the 3 people, they gain 1d bonus to attack rolls. Okay, interesting. So, him, I'm going to basically work separately. Alright, so let's not do that yet. We're going to basically work her back there. Okay. Could I position one of them up there? Probably can.
I've a lot on my mind and, well, in it.
Ah, there's vines there that I get caught up in. As long as I stay behind there, then that's fine. Alright. Let's split us up properly here as well.
I'm ready. Whatever it takes.
I gain XP. Sorry, did all of us gain XP or just her?
There could be all sorts of loot in that thing. Don't you want a not if it'll get me killed.
Okay, so
May the gods take you first.
bang. So 2 of them died. I'm in battle now. The other one is actually engaged in combat, isn't it? So if I push them off now. Cool. So she's not in battle yet.
Time to meet your maker.
And then of course here we got Gale as well. And I got no spell slots left. Interesting. Do I even have anything remotely that I can use here? Yes, I can give him that. And I'm going to actually use Gale with, of course, the ability for me to hit her there. Okay, so if I move Gale up here.
Another fight.
All right, so let's go.
One day I'll catch a break.
Okay.
Hungry for the slaughter.
Can I hit her? No.
Spill some blood.
Time to push my luck again.
My faith will protect me.
Okay, I can still cast a cantrip, as you can see, which is possibly useful for him.
Got to press on.
No gloom or doom.
Ooh, you put me to sleep, thank you very much. My concentration was broken. And he dies. All right.
Need to act fast. Onward.
Okay, that was a miss, which happens. Disadvantage, okay. Yes, I know it says it's a small chance, but a chance is still a chance. Hold on, I should wake him up in reality, shouldn't I? Whoa. Alright, let's take them as my main character once again. Look at the amount of stuff that he had. That's useful. So let's pass this on to our Astarian friend. Same with that stuff. Send that to camp. Send that to camp. On to camp. Yeah, it would be great if even on this level you could actually sort this, but apparently that's not possible. Now that is interesting. That would suit him better. Leather armor, and what's the other one? Scale armor. Now looking at this from that perspective, if I look at the scale armor here, she's got 13 and this is 14. Okay. It's medium armor as well, but yep, I think I'm quite happy with that. We're going to send that to camp. That'll be there.
Looking ahead. What's in here?
All right. Talus, divination without magic. Interesting. Let's read that book. Each page in the illustration book describes the meaning of the different Talus card. Okay. Well, we got a quarterstaff already. So we can send this to camp.
Something good here, I hope. Might be useful.
Okay.
Another step forward.
I do believe that we... Ooh, there's a plaque here that we can read. Let's do that with her, because I think that would be something related to...
Time and the elements have left the plaque unreadable. Time and the
Okay.
elements have left the plaque unreadable.
Okay, if you say so. A dirt mound. And we find ourselves a chest. Smoke powder bomb. How lovely.
What's that?
Another mound. Another chest. Look at that. That will be useful to send on to our sorcerer's friend. Now, I think I got a couple of these already, so let's switch over to Gale here to start off with. So can I learn that? No, I already know that. This one I don't know, or actually do already know. Interesting. Wizard level too low. Oh, okay. Okay, if you say so.
I've got a long road ahead. On my way.
Let's see what else we can find here. All right. Let's pick it up and pick this up as well. So what we got once again is we got stuff here that we don't necessarily need ourselves. This stuff of course goes to him, or should go to him automatically. Torch, be handy to have as well. Okay, I think we really need to basically go for a rest here to really recover our spells as such. Alright, so we're taking a long rest, and that heals our party, or at least will heal our party once we basically go through with all this. Oh, that looks pretty awesome, doesn't it? It's a map of the Sword Coast. A stack of books that we got here. We can probably add our books to there.
Wish I had a bag of holding.
Mugworth. Storage chest. Silk gland. Interesting. We got ourselves a table here. We got ourselves Gale.
Look at Yankee joining our company. Not a collaboration I'd have anticipated, but a welcome one nonetheless. Let's see. I have a cat, a library, there. Certainly. That I have a great respect for privacy, for instance, especially my own.
Okay.
Seems like a good moment to talk.
Chatter already. I expect I am your first. I suppose I am as... Those diminutive scales of yours look like... stones. You look out of... No matter. I don't intend to keep my eyes trained on... I understand more to the... It is imperative
Okay.
to crash. You do well to observe more and question less. Yes, then you start to... Your bones all... Then you have
Lovely.
ceased to exist. And a mind, words forged in steel. May we must find my... The first symptoms should have long
Lovely.
since
Nice to see we got something in common.
That is fine.
Okay, I'm gonna leave that as is for now. Lovely. Stuffed ogre head. Really. So it looks like everybody here's got their own position in the entire... Yeah.
Kind of way, of course. Oh, what's to tell? I'm a magistrate back in the city.
Really?
It's all rather tedious.
Mm-hmm. Ah, we get an inspiration point. Good. So we got one. So we know that this one's an acolyte. He said it's a noble. I thought that would be added to the list now, but I don't see it on there yet.
No one stopped me yet.
Okay, so these are the rewards we basically got from having the, I guess, the early access, which then turned into the deluxe edition. Peculiar clothing chest. Okay, let's open that. Okay. Where do we put a cape? Oh, there's a position for the cape. Nice. I guess I'll leave that here for now. Needle of the Rogue Outlaw. Interesting. That's a really, really good. Is that a dagger? It is a dagger. Okay, so if I basically look at the party that we had here. This one, we probably want to basically utilize that here. I can still dual wield. So that's 4 to 6. Sending stuff to camp, never a bad idea. Another long sword. Okay, another book. I do believe Gale enjoys his books as well. Okay. all this kind of stuff I've got no clue what to do with. Not proficient with them.
My faith will guide me.
Not proficient with them. Not proficient with them. Not proficient with them either. So let's just send it to camp again. That looks to be empty.
Let's get going. Always room for more?
Lazelle has a dangerous look in her eyes. Let's just hope she reserves those impulses for any common foes. Must we? No harm in a little mystery, don't you think? Easier is often less interesting. Besides, we've plenty of reason to rely. Sweet of you, but don't worry. I'm sure you'll get to know me just fine. Thank you. I'm sure we'll get along perfectly well. We haven't gone all that far yet. What are you referring to exactly? Must I find a way to... I'm not too hopeful that a Gith crash will actually prove our salvation.
Okay.
Worth keeping in mind. You're not the kind of... And I haven't forgotten that you saved... I suppose we'd go our separate ways. Not a slight on your company, of course. There's someone waiting for me there. Someone I have to reach. Soon as... Thank you. And you're right.
Okay.
It's a death, if you're sure.
No. So we always need the healer in the party, so that's fine for now. So what do we want to do in reality at this point? We probably want to go to sleep. How do we go to sleep here? That's a good question. That is one thing I don't necessarily have figured out. So let's get rid of the disguise. Camp supplies, we got more than enough, which is good. So we got rid of our disguise here, which is great. Nothing to take in there. We do have... Is this a chapel? It looks kind of like a chapel, doesn't it? Interesting. Okay, let's do the sleep. Okay, it gets to be evening. At that point, we can speak to the various people here.
A monster forms inside us. I knew your kind to be Be quick about your rest. We must locate a crash.
Okay, ineffective one, yeah.
A thick-headed notion. Do you suppose the power... Take your rest. Should a single tentacle...
Your gift, understandable. The night normally curling up in the... I need some... You sleep. I'll keep watch. The pleasure is all mine.
Okay. Interesting that they basically all seem to be dressed differently now.
Doing the rounds, are you? You'd better... What were you two talking about? I see. I'd be careful with Lazelle. She's not of this world. Let's hope we wrap it. You seem reliable. I think you know how important it is that
Indeed
we
it
find
is.
someone who can cure us. Best if we focus on that. Good. We might even get lucky and...
Lovely. And then, of course, we got Gale there.
Go to hell.
What?
Oh, nothing.
go to hell. But we've seen hell. Devils. What a difference it... Now we have tadpoles. That's not
Okay.
abstract. This ballet of let's be up with a lark.
Okay. Let's use up some of these fish and so forth first. We need a bit more, so that's Fritz. Hold on. Exactly. Spot on 40. Lovely, fully rested. Now we can of course at this point decide to leave camp. Is there anything else we needed to do? Nope, not really. So let's make our way out of camp.
Better not be cursed.
Like you took a book. Everything all right out there?
Deception or performance? Let's do the deception one. Ah, we failed. Gosh.
Yeah, I didn't come through that door.
Okay, well let's just... Do we need to use it? Let's just roll. Okay. So is the surprised element gone?
No fun at all.
Alright, let's see what we can do here with our various characters. Hiding successfully. Okay, we surprised him.
What to do?
We can cast light here somewhere. I don't think that's exactly what we want to do. But that's okay for now.
These boots have seen everything. No more prayers. Only dust and silence.
Okay, which character have I not got on the roll yet?
Who are those prayers for? Normally
Okay.
the patron god is obvious. Not here.
Moving.
Okay,
No choice but to keep going.
so that which we've got here. Dead. Perfect. That's one less to deal with.
With haste.
They're surprised. Okay, that's perfect.
On the move.
Surprised, surprised, surprised.
In striking distance.
How long is the grease going to last? That's the question.
Don't linger.
Never a dull moment.
All right.
I need to find a way forward.
Are they going to do anything? They're actually attacking the door. Interesting. Why are they attacking the door? Is that because the door is so heavy?
Moving.
Right. Mage armor, okay. Always a useful one. Just walk up to it and open it. Oh, okay. Assuming it's not locked, that is.
Survival is all that matters.
All right. This character here. I think it's good.
Heading there.
Wow. Interesting how they keep on attacking the door and it's just not opening for them. What have we got here?
Can't even catch my breath.
Interesting. Again, it's a sturdy door. They cannot open a door. Portrait of Fane. That's, of course, a reference to the Divinity Original Sin number 2, where we, of course, had Fane as a character in there. An NPC. Okay, so we still got grease here. Okay. So let's start off with him.
These boots have seen everything.
Shall we dance? Let's do it.
Lovely. Ensnaring. Missed. Okay. Shield of Faith. Oh, that was a bonus action. Okay, good. Ah, it's on 3 of us, not all of us. Interesting. Okay. Ooh. Missed. Okay. Interesting. So can I do a sneak attack like that? Sweet. I know I'm immobilized, but that doesn't mean that I cannot do anything, isn't it? Do I get... I do get a critical hit. Hamstrung, how lovely. Missed. Five only? 5? Really? Oh, wow. Look at that. The door was, of course, on fire. And because the door was on fire, I cast grease to surround that area. And that straight away knocked a couple of them off their feet because of the explosion that the grease had caused. Save and snared. Really? Why am I on fire? Burning. Okay. That's kind of where the water would have been useful to have. He made a save. Golly. Now I can, of course, throw... Heal him. Okay. That brings him back to his feet. Would she slip? Oh, lovely. Disadvantage, really. Wow. That's a properly burning one. Hidden. Oh, lovely.
Important is ever easy.
Not enough to knock him out, but okay.
Very well.
And Okay, I'm ensnarled. That's fine. Cool. Not bad. It's still ablaze.
Fall, damn you.
5. Okay. Missed. Okay, let's help him.
Indeed.
Gets a +1. Okay.
Light on my feet. The dance macabre.
I can get out of the actual line of fire for a moment. One more of them died, which is perfect. I'm still burning. What can I do about my own burning? Kind of to be expected, isn't it? Not enough movement points.
Outflank. Outsmart. Let's play.
Well, let's go to Astarion and basically help her out before she meets with death. Gosh, okay, so lots of bodies here. Lots of looting. Well, we already looted that earlier, so there's not much else to do. Journey through the jungle. Okay, it doesn't look like there's a lot of stuff there as such. Okay.
No rest for the wicked, I see.
He doesn't know that one yet, but of course because of evocation, he can relatively quickly learn it.
I've got a long road ahead.
There's a lot of stuff we can still loot here. It's not just this stuff. There's also all the food and everything down here.
Might be useful.
Okay. What else have we got? We can take that. Fane won't mind. Why is it so dark here?
How delicious.
You see, I can see. Interesting. Is there a lever there?
What are we here? Shall we?
Don't tell me it's the same lever. Oh, it looked like it was there for some reason all of a sudden, but okay.
I wonder.
Ah, nice. That does make me wonder as well.
No one
Anything interesting that we can find in here? Thus far, nope, not really anything. All right. Now we did pick up some of this useful stuff here. We're going to send this to camp again, send that to camp, send that to camp. More leather armor to be found here, simple robes, again sent to camp. How many simple robes are we going to find? I'm not sure. It's just tons of them that we can find here. And again, money is just not going to the right place, it looks like. All right, journey through the jungle. Did we read that? I'm not sure we did. Okay. Sent to camp. All right, let's choose this young lady here.
Ancient, indecipherable text covers the plaque.
The dead tongue.
Pushing on.
Whoever worshipped here must be long gone.
Okay.
Onward.
Again, to be honest, we didn't find anything really useful here other than basically charred remains of bodies.
Might find something useful.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times. Let's have a look.
Lovely.
Maybe I need
Book of Final Breath. Really?
Can't slow down.
Finally, a bit of light. And a library, it looks like. Let's turn the chandeliers on.
No traps, please.
It's great to see the actual impact of light and such on the entire environment. Books, 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 books.
Let's see what this does.
Well, that will give us a bit more light in reality.
That's curious.
Ah, hold on. Hold on for just a moment. Quick save.
Well, hello. What was that? Certainly. Very well then.
At least things have stayed interesting.
You do not recognize the language on the plaque. You do not recognize the language on the plaque.
Chapel Records. Okay.
What path lies before me?
Lots of books. Lots of duplicate books as well. Okay. Little stack of books underneath there. Nothing else interesting here, it looks like. End of the line then. Ah, that opened that door there. Interesting. Ah, that's where we basically had that crashing through the ceiling, isn't it? Ooh, Scoffy Vagabond clothing. Practically dangle off their wearer. Interesting. Tanner's Delight, and then Rags. Not sure why we would want to pick that up, but okay.
Let's have a look at myself.
Can we move that? Rustic chest. Nothing in there. Alrighty, let's dive deeper down into this dungeon then. Now, one thing I probably want to do here is I probably want to do another short rest.
That helped.
I just wanted to make sure I got all my hit points back up to level. Alright, there we go. We're in the dank crypt.
Anything of use? This place wasn't built for the living.
A torch. Okay, so we can read the book. Read the book. Read the book. Read the book. Of course, in the hope that we're going to basically get something useful out of this. But it looks like we're not necessarily getting anything from here. Which kind of is to be expected in some ways or another. So we can send this to the camp, we can send this to the camp, we can send this to the camp. Another dagger? Hold on, is that like a normal dagger? Yeah, it's perfectly fine. Okay, let's have a quick look. So he uses these. I will need to pass. Hold on, what's the difference? It's burning. Okay, because we need bludgeoning weapons in a moment, which is perfectly fine.
Seems simple enough.
Okay. That's locked, which is kind of to be expected. Quick save. Now there's lots of traps in here, so I don't necessarily want to take the entire party through here.
Careful, I bite. Step lightly. Traps. How considerate.
Okay, so have we got anything we can potentially put on there? It's a vent. we got a plate, and it's hardly worth anything. So if I basically pass that on to Asterion, and then Asterion places the plate onto the vent. There you go.
Interesting.
No, I don't want to go and close the doors, thank you very much.
The text on the plaque is a mystery to you.
Yes, please. Oh dear. Someone's left a trap house.
Okay, let's have a look. What else have we got that's worth hardly anything? Can of course put a single gold coin on there. What's more valuable than a single gold coin? It's a single gold coin. A skull. What does the skull value? Okay, hardly anything, that's fine.
Oh dear. Someone's left a trap out for us.
Okay. There must be relatively high. We can't necessarily see them all.
Be careful. There are traps about.
Ooh, nice. A soul coin.
An iron coin. I prefer gold. I'll take it.
So we earn an inspiration point through my main character. I expected though that we basically would have gotten one through Asterion as well. For some reason we didn't.
Perhaps. How considerate.
Okay. Heavy objects can be placed on over vents to stop anything dangerous exploding forth.
Let's get going.
A long way from Waterdeep.
Environmental turn, really? Okay. Look at that, the Watcher's Guide, which is a marvelous spear. We of course also get an engraved key. Yeah, I'm quite happy with that.
Tread lightly.
Never a dull moment.
Okay.
Let's try this way.
Lovely day this. For now.
What now?
Over there.
Need to find a way forward.
It would have been interesting if basically you end your turn, it would actually let you finish whatever movements you actually initiated. Okay.
My faith protects me.
exiting the turn-based movement. Because I think I kind of disabled the traps already.
Have a lot on my mind and, well, in it.
Yep, on and in.
Cursed to put my hands on.
Looks like a trap there.
Okay.
Breathe deep and move.
Again, it sounds like we got an animal or something around here somewhere. You hear the squeaking. Is that a mouse or a rat? I don't know. Yes, I've used the engraved key.
What's hiding here?
Armed scribes. No sign of a struggle.
Ah, because I picked them up.
Sounds like fun.
Come on, can't stay idle.
Huh. Okay.
What path lies before me?
There's blood in the air. Be quick.
Ready.
Tomb scribe. What have we got there? That is a scribe as well. Ooh, we've been silenced. How lovely. That is a bit of an intelligent move, isn't it?
Certainly.
That's the entombed warrior. Okay, you missed. That's fine. Wow, Ray of Frost did a bit of damage. Okay, what can we do? Grease bottle. It actually made the save. How lovely. Hold on, I knew I want to toggle the dual wield. Okay, is it toggled? It is toggled already.
This way. I wonder if this is worth the cost.
Okay, let's go there. Okay, it's burning, which is good.
Let's finish this. On my way.
Okay. You missed with your whatever it was. I can cast my spells once again. I've used up all my level 1 spell slots, it looks like. Alright, lovely. Critical miss. How do you get a critical miss? Okay, have I got a second one of those? I do. Really? Ah, crikey.
Still breathing, despite everything.
What should I do? Time to deal some punishment.
8. Okay, that's pretty good. One less. Nice.
Into the fray.
Almost down he is. Critical hit. How lovely. Thank you. I've been silenced. Well, I'm a priestess. Or cleric.
Still on my feet.
Okay. Zero to 7, and that is 1. Okay, what could we do? I can create a spell slot. Level 1. Which spell do I want to cast? How do I confirm this? Ah, you have to click on yourself. Nice.
At the ready. Yes.
I'm ready.
Okay, let's deal with that guy there.
It's quick.
8. Concentration was broken.
But a word away. Knight to king 5.
Sweet. He's finished. 1 left. Attack of opportunity, which did 1 damage. Wow, amazing. Ray of Frost.
Yes, here. Life comes easy these days.
18 damage. How did I manage to do 18 damage to him? Wow. Alright guys, we're going to basically call it a day shortly. We're basically getting to a point where... Yes, it's getting later and later. Depends of course what time zone you're operating in. But for over here, it is late.
Here goes nothing.
Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to just go through the last bits of this part of the dungeon here. We're going to loot the last bodies over here. And once we've done that, we're actually going to make our way towards, I guess it's the end boss. Look at that, I got 1 health left here. 1 health. Crikey.
Whatever comes, I'm ready.
No one back home will ever believe this. Don't waste a step.
There's an exit over here. I'm not going to use it right now, but yes, it's useful to have that at our disposal.
No traps, please.
That one has crashed to the ground already, it looks like.
Better not be cursed.
Okay.
What could a book contain that requires it to be bound with chains?
That's a really good question, to which I got no answer. A polished ring. Now, why is this one in purple? Can I examine that? Interesting. So we got another soul coin. Did I already have one here? Yes, I had one over there at the Astarion. Okay, send that to camp. We don't need these. That's actually the one I should be wielding here. Ring chainmail. Not proficient with heavy armor.
I'm ready.
Are you proficient with heavy armor? No, you're not. Interesting. Why can I not wear these? Oh, okay. Hold on. Homely clothes and tasteful boots. Tanner's Delight, tasteful boots. Let's go for the Tanner's Delight here. Interesting. These are actually more comfortable, but okay. At least it's good to see that we got some casual clothing here as well.
Worth a shot.
Still breathing, despite everything.
So we've gone through here already. Quick save, just in case. That book we're going to pick up.
This book is far lighter than it should be with such a massive lock.
Difficulty class 10. Not bad. Critical success. All right.
As the lock opens, weak magic pulses from the book. Such a waste. What was once script is now an obliterated scrawl. You have a sense these are names, a list. But of what?
Religion. Pretty good. 20.
Gods. These are the names of gods.
Once lost, but now restored after the second sundering. Okay.
The last 3 names in this book sit close together, but are so devastated by the scroll as to be unreadable. Entire pantheons have dwindled and been reborn, silently recorded by this.
Okay. Sage, Secret of the Sunderer. Gale is inspired. We gain an inspiration point. So is that now 3 inspiration points? Oh, actually, I'm reached the 4.
Something the matter?
Okay, now delete that. Can I pick it up? thought I did. Okay. I know our health is really, really low, but we're just gonna let that slide for now. We're gonna have to take another rest shortly. As long as we're aware of that, then it's fine. A ruby ring, okay.
I didn't think anyone worshipped the scribe of the dead.
The scribe of the dead, okay.
That's curious. Let's try this way.
A lot of effort. Like one sarcophagus.
Indeed. Scroll of false life. Ooh, amulet of lost voices. Interesting. I like that one. Speak with the dead. Have I got an amulet around my neck? I've got underwear? Okay. Interesting. How many times can I cast it? Allowed to answer 5 questions. Okay, cool.
Here lies the guardian of tombs. Through knowledge comes atonement.
All right, let's see whether we can wake him up. Lovely. Hello. Now this guy should come to our camp as well, if I'm not mistaken. And we can actually use him as a trader there to trade some of the excess wares we got.
What a cute. Now, I have a question for thee. What is the worth of a single mortal's life?
Ah.
An arbiter of... So, wilt thou answer my question? So, I ask again, what is the worth of a single mortal life?
Life's only value is as currency. Each life is an infinite value and merits sacrificing everything for. The only life that matters is mine. That's very, very selfish.
I am sure that very well. We have met. We will see each other again at the proper...
Okay.
Swift as my feet can carry me.
Another coin. Now I'm sure he's going here. Interesting. What's he gonna do here?
How long has it been?
Okay, let's move this one there.
Direct me.
Mage armor.
Looking ahead.
Okay. Where's our shambling friend? Alright, we know that we basically need to get some rest because we're pretty much all out of spells and so forth.
I'll give it a shot.
But before we do anything, let's make our... Ooh, hold on. Let's try it on these guys here. Corpse is 2 damaged, really? Oh, hold on. We ought to be able to go back into the space where we were earlier. Not there, sorry. through that door. That is Torga. Corpse is too damaged, really. What makes a corpse too damaged? Lovely.
The corpse does not respond.
Okay, so we need to go back. Lovely. Let's use the back exit though. When I said a back exit, I'm really talking about that ladder that we basically had found down there. Alright, as you can see, I got 4 slots here and all of them be used up. For Gale, it's 3 and they've all been used up.
No, never mind.
So, yeah, we do need a proper rest here, it looks like. Nice. So, dagger root. Okay, I think that's a good spot for us to call it a day. So, guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. And I'll see you in the next one. In the meantime, take care. Bye-bye. All right. Da, da, da.